Hey guys, I am trying to empty the pits. I'll be back with you when I have an opponent. And I have an opponent. Apparently the yonder beckons to him. This is a good keep, I think. We actually have empty the pits in our opening hand, which isn't like ideal. Like you'd rather just draw into it eventually because it means you have less action early. But we have anticipate, removal, and a skull keeper, all of which I like. We also have dark petition, which isn't a bad thing to have. I think we just play our skull keeper, especially if he plays a dude or something. He does not, but he probably has an ally deck, so that's something to keep our eyes open for. So we're going to play Skullkeeper. Puts us already at one zombie token from our graveyard. And yeah, I don't mind hitting lands there, although the green wouldn't hurt. Like, I'm not desperate for it. We already have 4 black sources in our hand too, which is pretty sweet for our empty the pits. Dark Petition might search us up a Languish or something later, something like that, especially against an ally deck. And it's pretty sweet because you still end up paying a lot of mana. You end up paying like 6 mana for Languish as opposed to 4, but you also get to just search it out of your library, and the spell mastery makes it easier. All right. More removal. So now we just leave mana up for Grasp of Dark. Grasp, but Anticipate's more likely, I think. We get in for 2. And I'll end the turn. I mean, if you say something really scary, I guess I would grasp it. So white. All right. I'm going to let him pay mana to equip it, and then I'll kill it. Yeah. So that is scary enough that I want to grasp it, so I will. Puts another card in our graveyard too, which isn't irrelevant. Okay, so we're going to get in for another 2 here. And then now we can leave up mana for Grasp and Anticipate, which is pretty nice. And I'll end my turn. So we got our 4 black. We can make 1 zombie right now. It's so good. I love paying 4 mana and exiling my graveyard to make 1 zombie. It's like my goal in life. Oh, almost didn't anticipate there. Now we're at 2 zombies, though. How about that? Yeah, I think I'll take a Scob. And the rest of these can go on the bottom. Wish they went in the graveyard. Okay. Well, we're going to swing. And I think I cast Oath of Jace. And probably also my second Scob, but we'll cast the Oath first. And we'll use the Reclaim and Forest, I think, here. I can leave mana up for Anticipate, but I think I'd rather just play this. We're suddenly at a lot more zombies, so we're up to 4 from the graveyard. So we're getting there. I mean, it may eventually just become worth it to leave my mana up and just like make 4 zombies, which isn't amazing, but 4 2/2s if my opponent doesn't have anything in play can basically just win me the game. So Dark Petition right now can get us Languish, which may... Well, no, we can grasp that. So we don't have to worry too much. Scary card, though. So a Vampire Ally deck, maybe? Black and white do have a lot of Vampire Allies. He's thinking. This deck would be way better if I could afford some Planeswalkers for it. Okay, well, I think we just grasp this thing. Puts us at 9. We play our wilds, which will put us at 5 zombies. And I think we just bash. Probably search for our forest, unless it's in our graveyard. It's not. I think I put it on the bottom of my library. Just in case we need some reclaim action. Yeah, I mean, it's getting to the point where just making less awesome number of zombies is going to be pretty good because our opponent's just too low on life. So yeah, I'll sack this and anticipate at the end of his turn. Ooh. Okay. All right. Best to sack it first because, I don't have a force left. I put it on the bottom and then it must have gotten milled. Well, that's okay. Now I'll anticipate. I'll put Oath of Jace in my hand. Put that on the bottom. Put that on the bottom. Okay. So right now I can make 7 zombies at the end of his turn. May just be best to do that. I mean, we're at 21. I'm going to swing for 2 here. 7 zombies. That's 14 damage plus the 2 on my Screeching Scob. So he'll have at least 1 blocker, but that's probably not going to be enough to stop us. I mean, actually, I guess I can play Skullkeeper and not really lose any mana. Technically. Like, he puts 2 cards in the graveyard to make up for it, and that gives me another body now. So, yeah, let's do that. So yeah, 7 zombies is what we can make. I will end my turn. So we'll have 18 damage. So unless our opponent pulls off some shenanigans here, like gaining a bunch of life would be a problem for us. I mean, if he just ends his turn, I'm going to use Empty the Pits and see if I can win that way. If I can't, I may end up Dark Petitioning for like Sidisi and trying to win that way. See what he's got. He needs multiple blockers, so a creature that puts a bunch of creatures into play would be bad. Okay, that's... I think we win now. We do indeed. So we want all black mana. You have to do this first, just in case you ever decide you're going to play Empty the Pits. For some reason, it makes you pay the black first. If you don't, at the end, when you try to pay the black, they think you're trying to use it for the... Oh, I screwed that up. There we go. We can keep 1 card in our graveyard, so... So, yeah, that's 16 damage. He can block 2 of it, so... All right. Alpha Strike for the win. Yeah. Okay, so opponents on allies. He's running some kind of control-y stuff, though. I think we want Languish more than Crux here. Don't want Ultimate Price more than Grasp. Do I want Duress or Sidisi's Faithful? Probably not. I don't think his deck's like fast enough to worry about that. I mean, not the Sidisi's Faithful. I may want Duress, though. I may just run 1 and cut like... Well, I don't really know. I cut a Reclaim, let's say. Yeah. Sure. On to game 2. Yeah, we had a pretty sweet game there. I mean, we just had lots of early removal and 2/2/1s who did a bunch of damage, and then 7 zombies was enough to finish it. I mean, 3 zombies, I guess, or 4 would have been enough to finish it, but hey, go big or go home. I guess in that scenario in the future, like especially if my opponent has untapped mana, I should only exile enough to win. Because like if I get it countered or removal happens and I have no cards left in my graveyard, like going for the overkill is a little much. Well, we're gonna have to mulligan this one. If we have an island on top of our library, it's pretty sweet, but ooh, it's another ugly one. All right. Okay, that one's not too bad, and that makes it a lot better. Damn it. That makes it a lot worse, losing our Languish. But we get our Anticipate still. Yeah, Duress is really good against us. Some sweet sideboard for the deck trying to win with one instant. Okay. That's going to be annoying. So we're going to play my Scob. Right. Both cards wouldn't have minded drawing, but we are now at Spell Mastery for Dark Petition for when that comes up. Okay. I would block the Cutthroat if he swung with it, but he didn't. All right, well, we can get our Languish back potentially, eventually, which would be pretty good against him, especially if we can get it before he has we're at no life. So yeah, this is definitely a life gain allies deck. I mean, I suspected it in round 1, but we didn't see everything. So, all right, Colostria Healer. So he goes to 21. I go to 20. Then he's going to swing for 1 and go to 22, and I'm going to go to 19. So not really where you want to be. So like if I can grab a forest here, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to anticipate. I wonder why I didn't swing for 1. Well, I think I take Empty the Pits. Yeah. Okay, I play my second Scob. All right, in my turn. We're up to 3 zombies in the graveyard, which doesn't seem like it'll get it done this game. I can also Dark Petition for Languish now, which might be my plan. I mean, I'm going to block that. He may have another one in his hand, but only having one of those in play makes my life a lot easier going forward. Like, if I do Languish and he has 2 in play, it's pretty gross. And if he has a trick, I'm okay trading for that too, so. All right. Not a trick, but basically. Should have double blocked him. We're just drawing all the Skull friends. Yeah. I think I swing. Keeping his life gain from getting too out of control is probably a good idea. He's not going to block. And if he did, I'd be happy about it. So we play another Skull Keeper. Definitely need some lands. We actually haven't even milled any. So there should be several left in our deck. There's one finally. We did put 2 on the bottom when I anticipated, but gross. Yeah, we need a Languish. We need it real bad. I think if we get it, we probably end up winning this game eventually. Is there one in the graveyard? Yeah, oh yeah, right. He made me discard the one that was in my hand. What a bad person. I don't know why he's not swinging with his Envoy. It's not like I can do anything. Hey. Green source, so we can get Languish back at the end of his turn and then just fire it off on our turn. It's probably what I end up doing the next couple turns. Wouldn't mind if he played a few more things as long as they're not Zulaport Cutthroats, and as long as they die. Oh, of course. All right, well, this is going to hurt when we Zulaport Cutthroat. We're going to take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, no, it'll actually only be 9. It'll only be 9. So you have another ally to play right now? Because that'll doubly hurt my soul. If he swung with one of them, I'd be so happy. Okay. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. Question is, like, what does he hit? Reclaim, I guess? That's what I would hit because I can get back Languish with it right now. Yeah. If I draw a land, I can still go Dark Petition Languish. So let's hope we do that. If he may hit Empty the Pits because he's worried about me winning that way, but right now my plan is just to survive, so. Yeah, I mean, if I fire off Languish now, he has nothing. I mean, neither will I, but all his creatures die, and I do lose a lot of life, and he gains a lot of life, but he's also got one card left, and we have some nice cards in our deck, in our hand, so, like, no matter what he does. I mean, I guess if he hits, I guess I would hit Reclaim. It is an awkward situation, though, when you duress and your opponent has a hand like this. It's like, do I hit, if you hit one of the other cards, okay, he didn't hit Reclaim. Okay, that works for me. We're going to get back Languish. Whoa, I clicked on the wrong card or something. Oh no, goes to the top of my library. That's right. I knew that. Kind of forgot though. Okay, I'm going to swing with both my Scobs on the off chance he does something stupid here and like blocks with a Cutthroat. I'll be pretty happy. So I'm going to swing for 4. I do still need one more black source, but after I Languish, I'll be set up pretty nicely for... Oh, good. Yeah, now we lose way less life. Thank you. That was a bad move on our opponent's part. I mean, I'm still going to be, like, hurting. But not nearly as much. I'll go to 8 now instead. I'm okay with that, I think. And we go Languish. Wipe his board, but we lose. Yeah, we go to 8, and he goes up to 30, which does make emptying the pits a little harder, winning that way anyway. All right. Down to 8 we go, instead of 5 or what it would have been. Come on, black. That's not black. We'll play it, though, because it'll be relevant when I empty the pits, potentially, so... There's black. So yeah, I think we probably just end up emptying the pits as soon as we can, especially because we know he has duress. So as soon as we can, I mean, I would do it in response to duress or something like that. If don't play duress, don't do it. Okay, good. I was gonna be like so sad. All right. So we're gonna manage to fire off or empty the pits, and we can get 7, which is pretty good right now. I mean, his board doesn't have any big creatures, so all right. So we do have to lose 1 life, which could be relevant, I suppose. And we're going to empty the pits. We have to do this first because Magic Online is persnickety. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually, yeah, I'll leave a Grasp in. I guess leaving Languish in is good too, but I'm too lazy to click back. Sorry to say. All right, so seven zombies. It's kind of a problem. Hey, look, we can gain that one life back. So I'd probably play. What's he doing? Do you have some way of? Okay, that I'm okay with. It's pretty bad against that card. I'll just swing for 12. I'll gain one, and then I'll play my Monastery Siege. It's not as ideal when you're like drawing 2 cards a turn. You have to discard one, but it can still get us to whatever it is we need. I mean, I could hold on to the land, I guess. Yeah, maybe I do that. I mean, gaining 1 life would be okay, but I don't think it's going to save us or anything. So cons. I mean, Grasp is kind of better than having the Languish in our graveyard because we don't really want to languish the board right now, for example. So, yeah, so we're going to cons. Yeah, and I'll hold on to this land, so when I draw 2, I can at least discard a land if both cards I draw are juicy. Okay, that's bad. We're going to have to leave some zombies back now, because this is going to drain me for 1 while also hitting me for 3. So I'm going to go to 2. That's really bad. Kind of forgot that he had that going on in his deck. Yeah, that's not good. Gaining 1 life is suddenly pretty relevant. Another Empty the Pits. Yeah, I'll discard Opulent Palace. I think we just swing with 2 zombies. Then we go up to 3, so keeping that did end up being pretty nice. And I mean, we're not too far from firing off another Empty the Pits for at least a few zombies. I can do it now. I guess I will. I mean, it's better than letting it go to the graveyard. I mean, he might end up killing me because I just took 1, and he can drain me for 1 just by swinging, but so we get 2 zombies. Yeah. I mean, he has to have a way to not have his guy die too, though, I think, if he wants to swing. So we'll just have to see. Okay. I'm going to double block it in case he has Grasp of Darkness or whatever in his hand. And I'll also double block this just in case some shenanigans happen. Now, though, if he plays something like a Zulaport Cutthroat, I mean, he would have played it already because I would be dead. But then I'm like 100% dead. Hey, I can gain some more life. Nice. I'm going to go with the life-gaining land. How aggressive do I get here? I think it's probably okay to swing with 4 of them. I mean, it's not quite lethal, so it's not worth swinging with all of them. Maybe I should just swing with fewer because it's not going to take much for my swing to be lethal next turn. Yeah, let's be a little more careful. Drops him to 8. We go up to 2. All right. Of course, if he plays Zulaport Cutthroat, we're still dead, so unfortunately. And he may very well may. I mean, we just blocked it. Yeah, okay. We won. We emptied the pits twice in that one. How's that? All right. All right, well, we won one. So that's good. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.